Saab Sonett V4, 97, 1967–69. When Saab started using the Ford Taunus V4 engine in their 95, 96, and Monte Carlo models, an upgrade for the low-volume Sonett II became economically feasible. The Sonett V4 was introduced with a 1,500cc Ford V4 engine in the middle of the 1967 model year, starting with serial number 259. A new bulge hood, designed by Gunnar Rasegren, was required to clear the larger V4 engine, with a slight right offset to avoid obstructing the driver's view. This asymmetrical hood shape, criticized by both the automotive press and within Saab itself, contributed to the motivation for the 1970 Sonett III redesign. The Ford V4 engine produced 65 horsepower, 48 kilowatts, and, combined with the car's lightweight chassis and fiberglass construction, allowed the V4 model to accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, in 12.5 seconds, with a top speed of 160 km per hour, 99 miles per hour. The V4's dashboard was wrinkle-finished black, unlike the wooden panel used in the Sonett II. Following the low-volume 1966–67 Sonett IS, Saab ramped up Sonett V4 production to meet minimum SECEA requirements, assembling 70 units in the 1967 transition year, 900 units in 1968, and 640 units in the final 1969 production year, a total of 1,610 Sonett V4 vehicles. The 1969 models can be recognized by their taller seatbacks and by having a lid for the glove compartment, while the heater was also made somewhat more efficient. While the Sonett V4 was assembled in Sweden, nearly the entire production was exported to the United States, with an MSRP of between $3,200 and $3,800, $22,310 to $26,493 in today's dollars. In addition to its unusual fiberglass body, the Sonett V4 featured advanced safety features for its day, including a roll bar, 3-point seat belts, and high back bucket seats to protect against whiplash injury. Sonett V4s also sported a few oddities compared to standard American sports cars, like for example Corvette, such as front-wheel drive, a freewheeling clutch that disengaged automatically whenever the accelerator pedal was no longer pressed, and a column-mounted shifter, rather than a typical floor-mounted shifter. In spite of lackluster Saab marketing, unusual features, and quirky design, the Sonett V4 found a niche market in the US, propelled by successful SECEA racing performances of the Sonett II. Its primary competitors were British roadsters, including the MG Midget and MG MGB, the Triumph TR5, the TVR Grantura and the Austin Healey Mark IV. The Clean Air Act of 1970 prompted engineering modifications to the Ford V4 emission control system that were difficult to reconcile with the Sonett II/V4 body style, which then led to the Sonett III redesign.